Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Denver Broncos.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but Jeff, remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Denver.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Jets 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Broncos.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now to the air, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a down. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's complete to Chris Conley. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them... something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A pass complete here to Conley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. This is the tight end fan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Locke
Out quickly to Judy.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It is good. Makes the score Broncos 17.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Mike Pennell with the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At the 25-yard line. The Jets take over.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, it's Gordon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. New York ready to go again offensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, here is Crowder. And all the way down to the 29.
Think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. This is caught. He's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock to Gordon, out left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lock working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Lock. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
32-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Block. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be out. Bounds across the 30-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 36, Locke.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now this pass brought in by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To try again after the sack, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Broncos 34.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before, quarterback kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards.
The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. And that's incomplete.
Intended for number 87. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it with the 4th down. Play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Gordon sheds another, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped. Up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Airing one out for Crowder. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He gives it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Crowder's got it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
11 yards there, 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Denver. Has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Broncos.
Again, it's Locke. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Denver.
They run it here with Gordon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. He is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Gordon.
The handoff to Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.